Listen to me carefully. You know what separates the people who achieve their dreams from those who don't. It's not talent. It's not luck. It's not connections. It's discipline. Pure, unwavering, non-negotiable discipline. And right now, in this very moment, you're at a crossroads. One path leads to the life you've always dreamed of. The other leads to regret. The choice is yours.
Let me tell you something about discipline that nobody wants to hear. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's not a gift. It's a decision. A decision you make every single morning when your alarm goes off. When your bed is warm and comfortable, when every fiber of your being wants to hit snooze, that's when discipline speaks. And it says, get up, your dreams are waiting. You see, most people live their entire lives in the gap between who they are and who they could be. And you know what fills that gap? Excuses. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. I don't have time. It's too hard. These are the mantras of the undisciplined. These are the songs of the defeated. But not you. Not anymore.
I want you to understand something fundamental about your dreams. Your dreams don't care about your feelings. They don't care if you're tired. They don't care if you're scared. They don't care if you don't feel motivated. Your dreams only respond to one thing: action. Consistent, disciplined, relentless action. And that action must happen whether you feel like it or not.
Think about this for a moment. Every single person you admire, every successful person you look up to, they all have one thing in common. They did what they needed to do when they needed to do it, whether they felt like it or not. That's the secret. That's the code. That's the difference between dreaming and achieving.
Now, I know what you're thinking, but I've tried before and failed. I've started and quit so many times. Let me tell you something about failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is part of success. Every person who ever achieved anything great failed multiple times. The difference is they didn't let failure break their discipline. They failed, learned, adjusted, and kept going with discipline.
Listen carefully. Discipline is not about perfection. It's not about never making mistakes. It's not about being superhuman. Discipline is about showing up, day after day after day, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Because the hard days, those are the days that count the most.
You want to know why most people never achieve their dreams? It's because they quit on the hard days. They quit when they don't see immediate results. They quit when nobody's watching. They quit when the excitement fades. But here's what they don't understand. Success is built in the dark. It's built in the early mornings. It's built in the late nights. It's built in the moments when nobody's cheering for you. That's where discipline lives. In the silence, in the struggle, in the sacrifice.
Let me paint you a picture. Imagine two people with the same dream, same starting point, same resources, same opportunities. One has talent but no discipline. The other has less talent but unwavering discipline. Who wins? Every single time, the disciplined person wins. Because talent without discipline is wasted potential. But discipline turns average into excellent. Discipline turns potential into reality. Discipline turns dreams into achievements. Now, I need you to be brutally honest with yourself. How many times have you started something with excitement and passion, only to quit when that initial excitement faded? How many New Year's resolutions have you broken? How many times have you promised yourself you'd change, and then nothing changed? You want to know why? Because you were relying on motivation,
And motivation is fleeting. Motivation is like a fair weather friend. It's there when things are good, but disappears when things get tough. But discipline is loyal. Discipline shows up every single day. Here's what you need to understand about building discipline. It's not built overnight. It's built one decision at a time, one workout at a time, one study session at a time, one healthy meal at a time, one productive hour at a time. Each decision, each action is like laying one brick. And brick by brick, you build the foundation of your dreams.
But here's the thing about laying bricks. Nobody sees it happening. Nobody applauds you for laying one brick. They only see the building when it's done. And that's where most people fail. They want the applause before they've built anything. They want recognition before they've earned it. They want results before they've put in the work. But that's not how it works. You must fall in love with the process. You must find satisfaction in the daily grind. You must learn to appreciate the journey, not just the destination.
Let me tell you about the power of consistency. If you improve by just 1% every single day, do you know where you'll be in a year? You'll be 37 times better than you are today. But if you get worse by 1% every day, you'll decline nearly to zero. That's the compound effect of discipline. Small actions repeated consistently lead to remarkable results. So here's what I want you to do. Stop thinking about discipline as this massive mountain you need to climb. Think of it as a series of small hills. Each day is just one hill, and all you have to do is climb that one hill just today. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, just today. Can you be disciplined for just one day? Of course you can. And when tomorrow comes, you do it again. Just one day. That's all you ever have to focus on. Just today.
Now, let's talk about comfort. Comfort is the enemy of greatness. Comfort is where dreams go to die. Every time you choose comfort over discipline, you're choosing to stay where you are. And if you're happy where you are, that's fine. But if you're not, if you have dreams, if you have ambitions, then comfort is your enemy. You must become comfortable being uncomfortable. You must learn to embrace the struggle, because the struggle is where growth happens.
Think about a butterfly. Before it can fly, it must struggle to break free from its cocoon. And that struggle, that fight, is what strengthens its wings. If you help it, if you cut open the cocoon to make it easier, the butterfly will never fly. Its wings will be too weak. The same is true for you. The struggle, the difficulty, the discipline required to pursue your dreams, that's what makes you strong enough to achieve them.
I want to talk to you about time. You have 24 hours in a day, the same 24 hours as everyone else. The billionaire has 24 hours, the athlete has 24 hours, the artist has 24 hours. You have 24 hours. The difference is not the time, it's what you do with it. It's your discipline in managing it.
You say you don't have time, but how much time do you spend on social media? How much time do you spend watching TV? How much time do you spend on things that don't matter? The truth is, you have time. You're just not disciplined enough to use it wisely. And that's okay, because starting today, that changes. Starting today, you become the master of your time. Let me tell you what discipline really means. Discipline means doing what you said you would do long after the mood you set it in has left. Discipline means keeping promises to yourself, even when no one else knows you made them. Discipline means choosing what you want most over what you want now.
Here's a hard truth. Your current life is a result of your past discipline, or lack of it. If you're not where you want to be, it's because you haven't been disciplined enough to get there. That's not a judgment, it's just a fact. But here's the beautiful part. Your future life will be a result of your current discipline, which means starting today,
you can create any future you want through discipline.
Now, I know change is scary. I know stepping into discipline when you've been undisciplined is hard. I know it feels overwhelming. But let me tell you something. Staying where you are is scarier. Living a life of regret is harder. Looking back years from now and wondering what if is more overwhelming than any challenge you face today.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to let another day pass? Another week? Another month? Another year? Are you going to let your dreams remain dreams? Or are you going to do something about it? Right now, in this moment, you have a choice. You can close this video and go back to your comfortable life, or you can decide, truly decide, that today is the day everything changes. Let me tell you about the people who achieve their dreams. They're not special. They're not superhuman. They simply made a decision, and then they backed that decision with disciplined action every single day. They showed up when they didn't feel like it. They worked when others were sleeping. They sacrificed when others were indulging. They stayed committed when others quit.
And you know what happened? Slowly, gradually, brick by brick, they built the life they dreamed of. Not overnight, not in a week or a month, but over time, through discipline. They became who they wanted to be. Now it's your turn. Your dreams are waiting. They've been waiting for you to become disciplined enough to achieve them. The question is, how much longer will you make them wait? Every morning you wake up is a gift of 24 more hours to get closer to your dreams. Don't waste it. Don't squander it. Use it with discipline. I want you to imagine something. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, living the life you've always dreamed of. You've achieved your goals. You've become the person you wanted to be. Now, look back at today. What did that version of you do? They were disciplined. They showed up every day. They didn't quit. That's how they got there. And now imagine the opposite. 5 years from now, nothing has changed. You're still in the same place, having the same struggles, still dreaming the same dreams, but never achieving them. Look back at today. What did that version of you do? They made excuses. They chose comfort. They quit when it got hard. Which version do you want to be? The choice is yours, and that choice starts today, right now, with discipline. Let me tell you about pain. There are 2 types of pain in life, the pain of discipline and the pain of regret. The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Choose your pain wisely, because you're going to experience one of them. You might as well choose the one that leads somewhere.
Discipline is not easy. If it were easy, everyone would be disciplined. Everyone would achieve their dreams, but they don't, because when it gets hard, they quit. But not you. You're different. You're going to keep going, even when it's hard, especially when it's hard. Here's what I need you to understand. Success is not a destination. It's a way of living. It's a daily commitment to discipline. It's a constant choice to do what needs to be done. And once you adopt this mindset, once discipline becomes your default, there's nothing you can't achieve. Your dreams are not too big. Your goals are not impossible. The only question is, are you disciplined enough to achieve them? And the answer can be yes, starting today.
I want to talk about the voice in your head, the one that says you can't do this, the one that says it's too hard, the one that says just quit. That voice is not your friend. That voice is fear, and fear is the opposite of discipline. When discipline speaks, fear is silent. So every time that voice speaks, every time it tries to convince you to quit, to give up, to take the easy way, you silence it with action, with disciplined action. You prove it wrong, not with words, but with work. Let me share something with you. The most successful people in the world, they're not fearless. They have fears, doubts, insecurities, just like you. The difference is they don't let those feelings control their actions. They feel the fear and do it anyway. That's discipline, doing what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Now, I want to address something important. The people around you. Some of them will support your dreams, but some won't. Some will doubt you. Some will try to discourage you. Some will tell you it's impossible. Let them. Their lack of belief in you is not your problem. Your discipline is not dependent on their approval.
In fact, use their doubt as fuel. Let it motivate you. Let it push you. Prove them wrong, not with words, but with results, through disciplined action. And to those who do support you, be grateful, but don't rely on them for your discipline. Your discipline must come from within. It must be self-generated, self-sustained, because there will be days when no one is there to encourage you, days when you're alone with your dreams, and on those days, your discipline is all you have. Let's talk about setbacks, because they will come. There will be days when you fail, when you fall short, when you break your discipline. What do you do then? You don't quit. You don't use it as an excuse to give up. You acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track immediately.
One bad day doesn't erase all your good days. One mistake doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond. Do you let one setback destroy your discipline, or do you use it to strengthen your resolve? The disciplined person, they choose the latter every time. I want you to think about your future, not the distant future, but tomorrow. What will you do differently tomorrow because you listened to this today? Will you wake up earlier? Will you work on your dreams? Will you choose discipline over comfort? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. You can't keep doing what you've always done and expect different results. You must change, and change starts with discipline. Here's the beautiful thing about discipline. Once you build it in one area of your life, it spreads to other areas. Discipline in your morning routine leads to discipline in your work. Discipline in your work leads to discipline in your health. Discipline in your health leads to discipline in your relationships. It compounds, it multiplies, it transforms your entire life, but it starts with one decision, one commitment, one area where you say, I will be disciplined here. Start small if you need to, but start. And once you prove to yourself that you can be disciplined in one thing, you'll realize you can be disciplined in anything. One bad day doesn't erase all your good days. One mistake doesn't define you. What defines you is how you respond. Do you let one setback destroy your discipline, or do you use it to strengthen your resolve? The disciplined person, they choose the latter every time. I want you to think about your future, not the distant future, but tomorrow. What will you do differently tomorrow because you listened to this today? Will you wake up earlier? Will you work on your dreams? Will you choose discipline over comfort? Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. You can't keep doing what you've always done and expect different results. You must change, and change starts with discipline. Here's the beautiful thing about discipline. Once you build it in one area of your life, it spreads to other areas. Discipline in your morning routine leads to discipline in your work. Discipline in your work leads to discipline in your health. Discipline in your health leads to discipline in your relationships. It compounds, it multiplies, it transforms your entire life, but it starts with one decision, one commitment, one area where you say, I will be disciplined here. Start small if you need to, but start. And once you prove to yourself that you can be disciplined in one thing, you'll realize you can be disciplined in anything.
Let me tell you what will happen when you commit to discipline. At first, it will be hard. Your body and mind will resist. They're used to comfort, to taking the easy way. But push through. After a few days, it gets a little easier. After a few weeks, it becomes a habit. After a few months, it becomes who you are. And one day, you'll wake up and discipline won't be something you do, it will be who you are. And on that day, there will be no dream too big, no goal too ambitious, because you'll have the discipline to achieve anything. Now, let's talk about today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. What will you do today that your future self will thank you for? What decision will you make today that aligns with your dreams? What action will you take today that demonstrates discipline? Because today is all you have. Yesterday is gone. You can't change it. Tomorrow isn't guaranteed. You might not see it. But today is yours. 24 hours of opportunity. 24 hours to be disciplined. 24 hours to work toward your dreams. Don't waste them.
I want to leave you with this thought. Your life is happening right now, not when you achieve your goals, not when you finally make it. Right now, this moment, this is your life. So live it with discipline, live it with purpose, live it in pursuit of your dreams. Because at the end of your life, you won't regret the things you did, you'll regret the things you didn't do, the dreams you didn't pursue, the discipline you didn't embrace. Don't let that be your story. Your dreams are calling. They're begging you to pursue them, to be disciplined enough to achieve them. Will you answer that call, or will you let them fade into what could have been?
The choice is yours. It's always been yours. And today, right now, you decide. Discipline or regret, dreams or excuses, action or inaction. Choose discipline. Choose your dreams. Choose to become the person you were meant to be, starting now. Not tomorrow, now. Your time is now. Your moment is now. Your dreams are waiting. Go get them with discipline, with determination, with unwavering commitment.
Because you were not put on this earth to live an ordinary life. You were put here to achieve extraordinary things, but only if you're disciplined enough. Only if you're committed enough. Only if you refuse to quit. So go, get up, get moving, get disciplined, and get everything you've ever dreamed of. It's waiting for you on the other side of discipline.